Daddy, what are taxes?
Why do you pay tax? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you the reason why you pay tax. It's a good topic. You know, I love when I drop you to school and pick you up. We get to have a nice conversation, innit? So the reason why you pay tax, alright, in Canada, you pay tax for all the poor people, all the poor people in Canada. We pay tax for the Prime Minister, for a plane, he could go to other countries. We pay tax for that. We pay tax for the place where the Prime Minister go in to have meeting. We pay tax for that. They call that, I think, Parliament or whatever. You know where all the politicians go? And we pay tax for that. We pay tax for the Prime Minister, the Premier, and the Mayor. They get paid because of we pay tax. Right? You owe HIP card, you go to the doctor, you see you don't have to pay money because we pay tax for that. Okay? We pay tax for that. We pay tax for the people who are a social assistant. We pay tax for that. So, we pay tax for the country to run. Some people get a contract to do the roads and stuff. We pay tax for that. We even pay tax for the judge and the liars to put us in jail. We pay tax for that. We pay tax for the jail too, because we the poor, we pay in tax, and that's why the money. Without people paying tax, this country will never run. It will be like America. Most of the country is privatized, you know. So most of Canada is different to the US because most of the things the government control. You know what I'm saying? So we pay tax for these things, but I don't feel, when you grow up, don't feel bad to go on assistance. You know, if you're in a bad situation, and you have to go on welfare, like people say, you have to go on welfare. Don't feel bad. You pay tax for that. We, the poor people, pay tax for that. Don't feel bad. Take as much as you could get from the government. Don't feel bad about it. You pay. Even people on welfare, when they're on welfare, as soon as they get a welfare check and they go in the grocery stores, they pay tax again. The government take back. They give in the right hand and they take back on the left. So, it's tax that make the country go wrong. Without tax, the system is crap. You pay tax for the courthouse, you pay tax for the jail, you pay tax for the people, the judge, the liars who working for the government, you pay tax for them. That's people, the same people that never put you in jail, and the same jail that you go in, you pay tax for that. You understand? So, even like, for example, you have a thing they call unemployment. Like poor people like me that work and pay, the government take out money and the people check. They take out your tax, they take out things for unemployment. So if you get fired, or you get injured, you can't go to work, there's a thing called unemployment. You go there. Sometimes it don't work out for you. Although you pay your money, see you work 1 year and you pay your money, they will take money from you. And if something happens, you say, alright, I don't work in, I look for a job, and I go and get unemployment. Sometimes you don't get it. They say you don't make enough hours. So what about the money all the money that you pay to unemployment? Where that going? Even though you don't make enough hours, what about the money that they take from you? So sometimes the system, they trick you. Like insurance again. Insurance for your car. For my car insurance. I pay insurance for my car. Right? I hold 20 years out of an accident. Right? If all of a sudden I get an accident, boom. I will think the insurance is for me, because that's why I pay insurance for in case if I get an accident, all right, I covered. I feel happy. I covered. I end up in an accident. That's why the reason why I pay my insurance for if I end up in an accident. So no one end up in an accident. You have to go to all this bull crap. You have to go to the insurance doctor to check you out if they see if you hurt or not, to give you some of your money that you pay all these years for. And if you get hurt, the insurance company have the doctor will tell you, all right, you're supposed to be healed. You're supposed to be healed in a certain months, certain amount of months, certain amounts of years. You have to come out on this. All these years, you pay insurance for 20 years. Because if you end up in an accident before 2 weeks, they want to cut you off if they are on disability. For example, I talking from experience. I've been paying WSIB for how much years? You know what I'm saying? And I get injured in my back. The WSIB will tell me, hey, this is not a big injury you have. You're supposed to be back to work already. They tell you these things. Although you pay into WSIB for 20 years, you just go 2 weeks in therapy. They're telling you your back's supposed to heal already. You're supposed to go back to work already. You know what I'm saying? All these policies is government. The government give them so much rights. But look at that. Landlords taking advantage of people now and before. They're raising the rent high. And the government allow them to do the poor people that in the big city. The people put up the rent high. But the government is a trick. The government give the landlord the rights to put the rent up. So people in the city gonna move out in the bush. You go Brampton, you go Ajax, you get out of the city because you don't have money. You're looking for a place where you could afford. So technically the government telling you they're kicking you out by putting policies in place so you can't pay rent. So only the rich people stay in the city. Only certain people stay in the city. And this kind of thing changed everything. Now the landlord getting lash because nobody renting anymore. Nobody buying houses anymore. So you're gonna crash if it goes on too long. So before Christmas, you have to let everything loose. It's a system we're living on, and I want you to learn the system, what we're living on, and don't rely on no government. And don't think the police is God. Don't think the dentist is God. Don't think the doctors is God. Respect your parents. Respect your daddy and your mommy. They will always be there for you. Because in school, you guys respect this teacher to like you stay in a line and line up. And if the teacher tell you, hey, you can't move here, you can't go by your parents. So you give the teacher more rights more than you. Right? And the teacher is a police, firefighter is a police. And I don't want to report to the government. Alright. This is the lesson for today. I like when I pick you up from school. We have a nice conversation, eh?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Bye bye.
Oh my,
Eh?